mean, it's rough driving around here. It's not fun at all. And I thought things would improve once we legalized marijuana. You know, because if you're driving stoned, come on, road rage isn't really the first reaction to somebody cutting you off. You know, it's like, ooh, he's in a hurry. But it blows me away. We finally have legalized marijuana, which I'll tell you what, whatever your stance is, here's the important thing to remember. Children growing up in Washington State will no longer have to fear a felony ruining their life for simple possession of pot. I think that in itself is the most important thing about passing this. And the second important thing is guys in their 60s can finally be law-abiding citizens. So, you know. But you know, I am disturbed because you knew it was going to happen. As soon as they legalized pot, all of a sudden you started hearing law enforcement talking about the dangers of driving under the influence of marijuana. What? That's funny. In all the decades it was illegal, you never heard one person talk about the dangers of driving stoned, did you? Because there aren't any dangers. I've been driving stoned for 30 years. Only problem I ever had is when I came up to a four-way stop. Shit, I'd sit there for quite some time. The pressure would become too much, I'd turn around and go the other way. I also came upon one of those intersections that had the flashing red light. My God, it took me forever to get across that thing. Stop, go, stop, go. But you know, now that we've got legalized marijuana, we now also have driving under the influence of marijuana as a violation, making Washington State the first state in the country with 3 under the influence moving violations. Can you believe that? We've got your DUI, DWI. We all know what that is. We've got boating under the influence. We got peewees. And now with pot, we got a peewee. Wouldn't that be a bitch to get a DWI, a BWI, and a peewee all in one afternoon? It could happen, people. Could absolutely happen. Seattle is growing so much. You know, there's so much construction going on in Seattle. They ought to change the state bird to the crane, don't you think? And the construction will never end, and the road construction never ends. And I really get ticked off at the road construction crews, because I really think they must think we're idiots, right? What's the first thing they do when they start tearing up a perfectly good stretch of road? Put up a sign, men working. Who's that sign for? Is it to remind them? Or to convince us? Look at those guys standing around looking in a hole. They're working, there's a sign. No, I'm serious, these signs kill me. Here's how I know that they think we're idiots. You've all seen this sign, it's got one word on it, bump. Do we really need this? Somebody just land on the planet for the first time? Driving down the road, you hit a bump. Oh my God, what is that? A vortex in the gravitational field? No, honey, it's a bump. I saw a sign back there. Thank you. State bureaucracy, come on. Bump signs, really? Here's an idea. For all the time and effort it took a highway crew to locate the bump in the highway, send a truck out there to put up a bump sign. Here's an idea. Throw some asphalt down. Level it out. Then you can put up a sign. No bump. They get you whether they're working or not, don't they? Because here's the other thing I don't get. You've all seen this. After they're done doing whatever they've been doing for months and months, and they pick up all their shit and they move on down the highway, the signs stick around for like 2 weeks, don't they? I mean, did they forget to hire somebody to come pick up the signs from a construction zone that's no longer a construction zone? I hate that. You go driving down the road, see the bump sign, except there's no bump. Now you're driving for the next 5 miles with your butt puckered up, waiting for the buck that never seems to come. And they wonder why we have road rage. That's why I think we ought to make it mandatory to smoke marijuana before you get behind the wheel of a car.